Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Lewis.
All right, today during ELA, we will be explaining events, procedures, ideas, or concepts in historical, scientific, or technical text, including what happened and why, based on specific information in the text. Okay, that's our standard for today. This morning in social studies, we left off one part of the Western Expansion worksheet, and that's the California Gold Rush. All right, this is an important event because you all need to know how most of the people flocked to California and what was significant about the Gold Rush. So what we're going to do briefly is we're going to read a little bit about the California Gold Rush, and we're going to make a foldable. Okay, in this foldable, we're going to tell about the events. We're going to tell why and what happened because that's what the standard is asking for. So we're going to learn more about the California Gold Rush, and I've already completed a piece of my foldable, but this is what you all will be making on today. So if you would, for me, let's go ahead and get our supplies ready so that we can do this swiftly. Tatiana, would you pass these out for me? After we finish reading parts of the California Gold Rush video, I'm going to give you all a chance to also go through some more books that I have that you can use for your own foldable. They have historical events of Jackie Robinson, Jesse Owens, Zebulon Pike, and Ruby Bridges. You all can also use the California Gold Rush. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yes. You need a pencil? Go ahead and get one. There's one right there behind you. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Okay. Go ahead and fold your paper hamburger style in half. Fold your paper hamburger style in half. We've done this before. In half. You have two? Okay. Thank you. Fold your paper in half. Whose pencil? Green eraser? Yours. Okay, fold your paper in half. After you have done that, fold your paper in 3 equal parts. You've done this before. Fold your paper in 3 equal parts. Fold your paper in 3 equal parts. So it should look like one square. But you should have six sections on your folder. Great job, class. Okay? After you have done that, and that's fine, William. That's fine. Go ahead and write on the back side, or what you choose is going to be your back, your name. Your name. Okay, is there anybody that is not done already yet? Okay. I want to give you about 30 seconds to a minute more. It's okay. You have more paper. Again, you should have folded your paper in half. Or I'm doing this one for you. Folded your paper in half. And then again in 3 equal sections. You need another one, Genesis? Okay. Maybe I should have folded it with you all. Okay, go ahead and write your name on the back, and we're going to move forward. Everybody join me at the carpet after you've written your name on the back. You need another sheet as well? Okay. Once you have written your name on the paper, go ahead and leave those things on your desk and join me at the carpet for a second. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Just based off what we were talking about in social studies this morning, What do you all think the California Gold Rush will be about? Based off what we have already began talking about this morning, what do you all think that the California Gold Rush will be about? Erica, I'll start your hand first.
I think it's gonna be about pioneers go to California and try to find gold.
She said when pioneers go to California and try to find gold. Do you all think that they just decided one day to go to California and find gold?
No, they were surprised that they found gold.
They were surprised that they found more gold. Maybe. What do you think, Earl?
I think people pioneers can be like looking for gold.
Okay, people are just going to go looking for gold.
I think this person can get telling the other people that they found gold at the California because they found really California.
Great job, Tatiana. She said that somebody possibly came and told others that there was gold in California, so everybody began to rush to California for the gold. Okay, so what we're going to do now, join me at the carpet, is we're about to read just a brief portion of this book. Because we're not going to be able to complete our foldable today, so we're going to get the beginning part done, and we're going to finish the rest on tomorrow. All right? The California Gold Rush by Sabrina Crew. This book is a little lengthy. Like I said, we're going to just cut it short today. Sorry, this is the wrong one. This is the one we're going to read, okay? The California Gold Rush. Okay? Discovering gold. Captain John Shutter was a Swiss settler with a large grant of land in the Sacramento Valley in California. He set out to build an empire of his own using Indian and Mexican laborers. In 1848, he hired a carpenter named James Marshall to help build a sawmill at Columbia, at the South Fork of the American River. This new sawmill was in fact located 50 miles east of Shutter's large tract of land. All right? If you all look right here, this is California now. But do you all think that this line of California was really there
No.
when they found this gold?
No.
And why is that,
Because
Erica?
that's just on the page. It's not really on the United States.
It's on the United States now, but was it on the United States then?
No.
Was California a part of the United States during this time period? No. Great job. Okay? Looking at this picture here, this is one of the first sawmills. What do you all think that the sawmill did? Tracy?
It cut what for the fires and stuff.
It may have cut and made wood for them for fires. Earl?
I'll say it helped them build
Okay, it helped them to build shelter. It's a great hypothesis. What about you, Genesis?
I think it was like something that cut these rocks to find like gold or something.
Okay, he said cutting rocks to the sawmill was used to cut rocks to find gold. Last one, pure.
It helped them make weapons.
It helped them to make weapons. Those are all great hypotheses. On January 24th, 1848, Marshall was testing the mill wheel. As usual, the water running over, it carried some sand and light gravel. But this time, Marshall saw something sparkling in the sand. He picked out some small, odd-shaped beads of yellow metal. Marshall had the camp washerwoman test the beads in lye, a harsh chemical. When the beads did not react to the harsh chemical, Marshall knew he had found gold. In an effort to protect his land, Sutter tried to keep the gold a secret. 2 weeks later, however, a San Francisco newspaper owner named Sam Browne spread the word. He loaded up on supplies and set up a business. Then he walked through the streets of the village and shouted, "Gold! Gold!" Why do you all think that Sutter was trying to keep the gold to himself?
Because so nobody would share now.
He was selfish?
Yeah. No, he said no one else would find out because they would all all come to him and ask him for money. Say, keep going.
Right. Yes, sir.
He want to keep all the gold for himself.
So he was being selfish.
He's a clumsy
Okay.
selfish.
Within days, the village was almost a ghost town. Shopkeepers, blacksmiths, and others left to find gold and instant wealth. They were the first of about 300,000 people who eventually flocked to the mountains east of San Francisco. Few of them understood how hard life would be there, and how few of them actually would find gold. All right. So we just read about the first 3 pages. Are you all starting to grasp the concept of the California Gold Rush?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's begin our photo. We'll go ahead and return to your seats at this moment, at this time. And as I said, if you all want to choose another book or another historical, okay, I'm going to get, as a matter of fact, if you want to use the same book, we're going to get in groups for 1 second. But we're going to focus on the California Gold Rush just for a second, and I'm going to show you all what I did, okay? So, because I was working on the California Gold Rush, I wrote that in my first square, as well as my name. And I drew a picture about what the California Gold Rush was all about. Everybody see that?
Yes. The yellow one is gold.
That's what I drew as gold. I'm not the best drawer,
Oh,
the best artist.
But at least you tried.
okay. It's good to try that. Do we get these crayons?
Yes, you'll be able to use crayons, color pencils.
What is that? What is those two groups of people separate from each other?
By a river. They getting gold out the river. We'll talk about that as we move forward. Okay? The first thing that I drew, the first picture that I drew to help me with this was the sawmill at Coloma. Because this is all how it began. That sawmill used the water and purated the water. It got sand and other gravel pieces out of the water. But what did he find in that water with the sand and gravel?
Gold.
Gold, okay? So I just drew a sawmill. This was the first major event that happened, okay? He built a sawmill in Coloma, which is about 50 miles east of San Francisco, California, okay? The next thing he saw was as the water was being filtrated in the sawmill, y'all see how I still drew my sawmill? As the water went through, not only did he find dirt, sand, gravel, but he also found pieces of gold. Okay? Does everybody see how I drew those gold pieces?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You use gold to have a bowl with holes in it, and then we put it in the water, and then the stuff that fall out, it's not gold, the one that stays in, it's stuff.
That's a great observation. Who else has seen that? People using a bucket to scoop up water and then they shake it trying to find gold. Who else has seen that? That's a great observation. And that's basically what they were doing here. And that's why I have this next picture. All right, do you see that?
Yes.
My next picture, I have people on both sides of a river with pans, and they're panning for gold. That's what people began to do in California. They began to pan for gold. Okay? So at this time, I have a variety of books. Some of you all can use the California Gold Rush if you would like to, as I have done. But I also have books about John Henry, Jackie Robinson, Ruby Bridges, Zebulon Pike. And you all can get in groups and begin to work on your foldables, organizing the events, talking about what happened. Remember, we have to be significant. What happened and why it happened. Okay? So what happened in California?
Somebody had found, this guy had found gold.
A guy found gold. Let's stop right there. A guy found gold. Okay? How is that significant at this point in time in the United States? Was gold rare?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gold was very rare. Was gold worth a lot of money?
Yes.
At that point in time, yes, gold was worth a lot of money. So why was the California Gold Rush, and our standard says why was this important? Why was this important to the United States?
So I can make a lot of money.
So that we can begin to make a lot of money. Yes?
So
Finding gold. Why was finding gold so important?
you can have money to get the supply to your house.
Okay, so we can have personal monies. What do you all think for the people? People flocked to California. So what can I tell you about the goal?
It's very popular.
Okay, it was popular.
That tells me that gold is a lifesaver to people.
Gold was a lifesaver to people. That's right, because gold was in demand. All right. If you want to use the Jackie Robinson book, I'm going to place it over here. If you want to use the John Henry book, I'm going to place it at this back group. Ruby Bridges, I'm going to place here. The California Gold Rush, I'm going to place in this first group. And then you can come and see me if you want another book about Zebulon Pike and the California Gold Rush, all right?
Yes,
So
sir.
you all go ahead and move in those groups quickly. Which group you would like to talk about? Okay, now I have 2 of them. Okay, remember we have to talk about. Yes. Okay, so nobody wants the Jackie Robinson book. You all can sit here. Okay. Does anybody not understand what they're supposed to do right now? Who does not understand my expectation? Okay?
Do we still use that? We still use that?
Use what?
Mr. Lewis,
No. You're gonna use the part. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I heard your question. I'm gonna come back. You're gonna use whatever your book is talking about. So if your book is talking about John Henry, then you can draw the things about John Henry. But what you have to do is remember we have to talk about a significant event. We're explaining events that occurred. So when you talk about John Henry, I don't just want you to talk about John Henry was a boy. Talk about a major event, how John Henry impacted the world, how Ruby Bridges impacted the world, all right? Just like the California Gold Rush and Zebulon Pike, one of the explorers we talked about this morning. Yes.
when we were working on the football about Zebulon Pike and all of the but can you slow it so people walk too slow one side of the video?
You can draw whatever you want to draw. I'm going to leave you. You're artistically creative. You can do whatever you would like, okay?
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and take about the next, and I want this to be very brief because we don't have a lot of time to spend. So I want you all to scan, and we talked about scanning during ELA before. Scan through your text, through those books, looking for key events, significant events and details, all right? And read up upon them. I'm going to give you all about 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And I should hear some talking. You all should be talking about some of the events that you all see. You want the text? You need an eraser? Yes, give me 1 second.
Since you said the one, you said it was up to that
Okay, and as you see, everybody on your desk, there is a sticky note on your desk. As you're going through the book or you find significant events, go ahead and write them on that sticky note. Use that sticky note, okay? Yes, give me 1 second. I'm going to bring them to you, okay? Yes. Yes.
Oh, the bag.
Okay. Where are the color pencils and things? Now go ahead. Madison, is that yours? Those crayons and things? Would you mind showing me everybody? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to place all of the artistic supplies in the middle desk, all right? Make sure that all of these color pencils are returned. Make sure Madison gets her crayons back. Please. Yes, okay. Go ahead and talk about this book. You already know a lot about Ruby Bridges. Okay, so write on your sticky notes 5 events. Okay, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and write 5 events. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order, okay? You're right. But is this an important event? No, not quite. The very first important event would be right here. Because this white man, that judge, did something very important for us black people. What did he do? Read up on that. He took Ruby Bridges to a white school. Great job. All right, Zebulon Pike. What is the first thing that you walk up for Zebulon Pike? Who told him to go on his journey? Right. Okay. What river did Zebulon Pike? I couldn't even get the question out. Great job. Yes. Yeah, you can do anything you want to. Do anything you want to. I did mine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you can do yours 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay. This is like a foldable / comic strip. I should be able to tell the whole story from beginning to end in 5 slides. Okay? Okay? In about 2 minutes, we're going to, let me get your undivided attention. All eyes on me. All eyes on you. All right. In about 2 minutes, we're going to move forward, and I want you all to just begin to talk about. We're going to discuss the different events that we're going to draw on our foldables with the rest of the class, and we're going to put this away for tomorrow. But we're also going to work on some past life questions. But this this text today, and you all pay attention for a second. This text today is going to be about the California Gold Rush, all right? Since we will be seeing it again in social studies, this will help you for tomorrow morning as you complete that foldable, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so go ahead and take another 2 minutes. That can be a resource for you. Use that timeline. And let's not just worry about the drawing part. We got to worry about the content part. What events are we going to talk about? 1 through 5. Oh, they're all around. You got to walk around and get some. Sorry. Great job, Jacob. Thank you, Tracy.